In a quiet forest near the edge of a golden wheat field, there lived a small red fox named Rusty. He wasn't the biggest fox, he wasn't the fastest either, and honestly, he wasn't the luckiest. But Rusty had something rare. He never lost hope. Rusty was born under the roots of an old oak tree. His brothers were strong and bold. His sisters were clever and quick. But Rusty, he was small and often the last to reach the milk. Whenever the other cubs raced, Rusty tripped. Whenever they hunted grasshoppers, Rusty missed. "Maybe I'm not meant to survive," he once whispered to himself. But then his mother would lick his head gently and say, "Size doesn't decide survival, heart does." Rusty held onto those words like treasure. When winter came, it came hard. The river froze, the wind howled, food became scarce. One by one, the young foxes struggled. Rusty's brothers left early to search for better hunting grounds. Rusty wanted to go too, but he was afraid. He tried hunting alone. The first day, nothing. Second day, nothing. Third day, he slipped on ice and fell into snow, cold, hungry, tired. That night, he curled into himself under a bush and thought, maybe this is it. But then he looked up at the stars. "They're still shining," he murmured. "So I will too." The next morning, he tried again. And this time, he caught a small mouse, not because he was faster, but because he waited patiently. Hope taught him patience. Near the forest was a farm owned by a grumpy man named Mr. Hale. His chickens were famous for being plump and delicious. Rusty smelled them one evening. His stomach growled. He crept closer to the fence. Closer. Closer. Snap! A trap caught his leg. Pain shot through him like lightning. Rusty panicked at first. He pulled and twisted, but the trap held tight. Rain started falling. Night grew darker. He could have screamed. He could have given up. Instead, he breathed slowly. "Think," he told himself. He remembered watching his mother chew through thick vines once. Slowly, carefully. Rusty began biting at the wooden base of the trap. His teeth hurt. His leg throbbed. Hours passed. Finally, just before sunrise, the weakened wood cracked. He limped away, free, wounded, but alive. Hope gave him strength when strength was gone. Spring didn't come kindly that year. The river dried, the grass turned brown. Prey disappeared. Many animals left the forest. Rusty thought about leaving too, but he remembered something. Every storm runs out of rain. So instead of running, he explored. He traveled farther than ever before, through dry bushes, over rocky hills, across dusty paths, and one evening, tired and thirsty, he found something unbelievable. A hidden valley, green grass, flowing water, berry bushes, rabbits hopping freely. Rusty stared in disbelief. All this time, survival wasn't about luck. It was about not quitting. He stayed there and grew stronger day by day. One night, as Rusty drank from the stream, he heard low growls. Wolves, a pack of 5. Their leader, a large grey wolf with a scarred eye, stepped forward. "This valley belongs to us now," he said. Rusty's heart pounded. He was no match for 5 wolves, but he had something they underestimated, a mind that never surrendered. Instead of fighting, Rusty spoke calmly. "You're strong," he said. "But this valley is big. There's enough food for all of us." The wolves laughed. But Rusty continued, "If you chase me away, I'll survive somewhere else. But if you share, you won't waste energy hunting me too." The scarred wolf paused. He saw something unusual in the fox's eyes. Years passed. Rusty became wiser and stronger. One summer afternoon, lightning struck the dry forest. Fire spread quickly. Animals ran in panic. Birds screamed. Smoke filled the air. Rusty saw rabbits frozen in fear near the stream. He could have run to save himself, but hope isn't selfish. He barked loudly, guiding them toward the water. "Follow me." He ran back and forth, leading small animals to safety. The fire burned for 2 days. When it ended, much of the forest was gone, but the hidden valley survived. The wolves looked at Rusty differently now, not as a weak fox, but as a leader. One autumn evening, a small, trembling fox cub approached Rusty. I'm not strong, the cub sniffled. I always fail. Rusty smiled softly. He saw himself in that tiny face. Look at me, Rusty said gently. I've failed more times than I can count. Then how did you survive? Rusty looked at the glowing sunset. I never stopped believing that tomorrow could be better than today. The cub wiped his tears. Does hope really work? Rusty chuckled. It doesn't make life easy. It makes you stronger. Moral of the story. Hope is not magic. It doesn't remove storms. It teaches you how to walk in the rain. Rusty was never the biggest, never the fastest, never the luckiest, but he became something far greater, unbreakable. And in the quiet valley, under golden skies, the fox who never lost hope lived not just as a survivor, but as a legend.